We see him as a titan, a visionary, the man shaping our future. But behind the headlines and the world-changing companies lies a story of profound struggle, a journey through darkness that would have broken most people. This is the story of Elon Musk's darkest moments, the times he faced breakdown, divorce, and the crushing weight of near bankruptcy. It's 2008. The world is in financial chaos, and for Elon Musk, the storm is personal. He had poured every last cent of his fortune, over $100 million, into two audacious dreams, Tesla and SpaceX. Both were on the brink of collapse. SpaceX had suffered 3 consecutive rocket launch failures. Imagine that feeling. 3 times, watching your dream explode into a fireball, taking millions of dollars and years of hard work with it. The 4th launch was their last chance. If it failed, SpaceX was done. Simultaneously, Tesla was hemorrhaging cash. The revolutionary roadster was plagued with production problems, and the company was burning through money faster than they could raise it. Musk described it as staring into the abyss. He was borrowing money from friends just to pay his living expenses. The press was relentless, calling him a failure, labeling Tesla a disaster. Vultures were circling, short sellers betting against him, celebrating his impending doom. As if the professional pressure wasn't enough, his personal life was also imploding. He was going through a painful and public divorce from his first wife, Justine, the mother of his 5 sons. The emotional toll was immense. He'd wake up screaming from nightmares. The man who dreamed of Mars was trapped in a living hell on Earth. He later admitted, "I felt like I was going to have a nervous breakdown. I was running on empty." He was working 7 days a week, sleeping in the office, his physical and mental health deteriorating. Picture an eagle caught in a violent storm. Its wings are battered, the wind tearing at its feathers. It's exhausted, fighting just to stay airborne. This was Elon Musk in 2008. Every force of nature, finance, and human criticism seemed aligned against him. He faced a choice: give up and save himself from further pain, or push through the storm, risking everything for a dream only he could see. He chose to fight. He scraped together every resource he could find. He went to investors, partners, anyone who would listen, and convinced them to hold on just a little longer. He was facing bankruptcy not in months, but in days. He later said he had to choose which company to let die, like choosing between his children. It was an impossible decision. He refused to choose. He decided to save both, or die trying. Then, the breakthrough. On September 28, 2008, the Falcon 1 rocket, the 4th attempt, successfully reached orbit. For the first time in history, a privately funded liquid-fueled rocket had made it. It was a lifeline, a tiny glimmer of hope in the suffocating darkness. That single success was enough to secure a monumental $1.6 billion contract from NASA. SpaceX was saved. But Tesla was still on life support. The final investment round was closing on Christmas Eve, 2008. Musk was out of money. The deal nearly fell apart multiple times. In the final hours, with bankruptcy literally knocking at the door, the funding came through. Tesla was saved just before the clock ran out. It was a Christmas miracle born from sheer, unrelenting willpower. Why does this story matter? Because it reveals the human being behind the icon. It shows us that even the most successful people face moments of absolute despair. They face failure, heartbreak, and the terrifying fear of losing everything. Musk's story isn't about being invincible. It's about being incredibly vulnerable and refusing to surrender. It's about feeling the pain, the stress, the anguish, and still getting up the next morning to fight for your vision. He once said, "When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor." 2008 was the ultimate test of that philosophy. The odds were stacked impossibly high against him. He was stretched to the breaking point, physically, mentally, and financially. He cried, he struggled, he almost broke. But he didn't. That eagle, battered by the storm, didn't give up. It used the updrafts of the violent winds to climb higher. It saw the sunlight above the clouds when everyone else only saw the storm. Musk emerged from 2008 not unscathed, but forged in fire. The experience hardened him, making him more resilient, more determined than ever. The struggles didn't end there, of course. There were more production hells with the Model 3, more exploding rockets, more public scrutiny. But the lessons from his darkest year had been learned. He knew what it was like to be at the bottom, and he knew he could survive it. So, when you see the rockets landing themselves, or a Tesla silently gliding down the street, remember the story behind them. It's not just a story of engineering and ambition. It's a story of human endurance. It is a testament to the power of believing in something so deeply that you are willing to walk through hell for it. It's a reminder that our darkest moments don't have to define us. They can be the very crucible that forges our greatest strengths. His journey teaches us that breakthroughs often lie just on the other side of breakdown. Thank you for watching. If this story inspired you, please like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the lives of those who dare to change the world. See you next time.